then take away the subtitles at all and just focus and immerse yourself in the movie and in the English. And I think that's a kind of good like process you can take to help you learn some new stuff.
I think so too. I think that's a great way to improve your language ability by, watching movies, not just reading textbooks.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Rotten Tomato type of episode. We're the hosts. My name's MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today we have a good episode for you, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about best movies you should watch to learn some English.
Yeah.
It's Friday. That means it's time to celebrate. If you hate your job, then you're like, yeah, tomorrow, no job. But hopefully you don't hate your job and you're going to have a wonderful day no matter what, because it doesn't matter what day it is. It's all about being positive, having a good time. If you're still pushing yourself to the next limit to become better at English, you'd be doing the hashtag Ego Everyday Challenge for the month of April. There's been so many amazing people who have been doing it every day, posting something that they learned about in English or just like a little snippet of what they thought, all in English. Some people doing like voice recordings and stuff. It's so awesome. Keep it up. And if you want to jump on, it's never too late.
It's never too late.
All right. So everyone, this episode is an idea from one of our Third Step members, Stanley Wong. Thank you so much, Stanley, for all the support all the time. And he wanted us to talk about our top movies. So me and Adam thought of 5 movies each that we will be recommending to you. And not only are we listing these movies because they're some of our favorites, but hey, guess what? There's probably some good English that you can learn from watching these movies.
Yeah.
What is a movie that everyone watching right now should go out and watch? What do you got?
I'm going to take everyone back to the 1980s when movies were very interesting. So the first one I'm going to recommend is one that I liked since I was a child. It's called Big, and it's starring Tom Hanks. He basically is a child who wishes he becomes an adult because he sees how much great fun the adults have, and he gets his wish granted. And the thing about it I like about the movie is that, it's fun, and you see a grown man acting like a child, which sometimes as a grown man, I want to do myself. But I think you can learn a lot about like the way kids interact with each other, the way kids interact with adults, and maybe it will reflect on the way you act around younger kids, or if you're a young kid, how you look at adults. And the language they use isn't that complicated, I think, a lot of the time. So it's very fun and exciting and entertaining. So I recommend that.
Right.
One. How about you, MJ?
Sweet.
What's your first one?
Oh, man. Okay. So out of the 5, I'm going to start with a very well-known, popular one, Finding Nemo.
Ooh.
This is a Pixar movie. Yeah. And this one is just so good. I remember the first time I watched it, I was so amazed at just the animation, the movement of the fish, how they created these characters out of fish and made them like so lovable. Yeah. And like you wanted to help them out. Like you were cheering them on. And then you're like, wait, they're just fish. Because when you look at a fish in real life, it's just like,
what do you do all day? You just sit there.
Like, that's it.
Float in water.
But here, there's so much emotion that like it really, really popped. And it was such a good movie. And of course, this story behind it, like growing up, having an overprotective parent and the parent's point of view, wanting to save their kid and keep their kid safe, but at the same time, learning how to give them some freedom and some space to go on some risky adventures maybe, and to see the like good things that could come out of it. Really great language, very clean, fun stuff. And hey, in Japan, people like fish a lot. There's a lot of fish you can eat.
It's true.
So I just think about this because so many times when somebody would ask me what kind of like sushi is my favorite kind of sushi, I don't know the English names for all these fish. I know the Japanese names more. So everyone's surprised. I was like, I don't know fish names. So maybe you'll be able to learn some fish names by watching the movie. Possibly. Over to you, Adam. Yeah.
So the next one I'm going to recommend, and this one has very bad language, but it's what is known as a cult classic. So a cult classic is a movie that has a large following. Doesn't matter the age range. Everybody knows this movie. If you hear people talking about this movie and they're diehard fans of this movie, for an English learner, you'd be completely lost and you wouldn't understand what's going on. So I recommend this movie because it's a cult classic and because it's something that I think many, I guess, learners of the language, they learn the culture here and there, but can't enter the conversations that people have about things like this.
Okay.
Title of the movie is called Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino movie with Samuel Jackson and John Travolta.
Yes. Uma
Thurman, right?
Yeah.
But this movie, the dialogue is so good. It's written so well. It's just a movie that you should watch, even if you're like low level, just put on those subtitles in English. But it's something that you should watch because it will help you someday in a conversation that people are talking about the movie. And you won't be like, what are they talking about? It looks so fun.
All right. Yeah, definitely a very, very edgy movie. If anyone knows Quentin Tarantino's work, he's always kind of pushing the limits. Definitely a lot of adult themes. Definitely rated R. So if you're looking for a thrill, everyone definitely check that out. It's a good movie.
If you like action as well, if you like action, a little bit of comedy in there, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to take it to comedy side, maybe some like very entertaining, something I grew up with and loved so much. Wayne's World.
Ooh.
Wayne's World is such has a special place in my heart because it follows the dream of like a rocker. This guy who likes extreme music, maybe not like too extreme, but like definitely likes to headbang, go to concerts, has his own TV show. I mean, like comedy, like back and forth, like throughout the whole movie is just hilarious. Now, I think this one can be a little tricky because of the humor that is used. Humor is very different in every country and different cultures. So this, since it has so much, if you really like listen to it and dissect it, like you'll be able to learn a bit of the culture through understanding the comedy and the jokes that are happening.
I see.
I'm not saying you'll find it funny, but if you kind of think about why it's funny, then it'll give you maybe a better understanding of jokes and how jokes are used in English. And of course, the story is just great. Man, best friends on an adventure. He gets the girl, he gets the TV show, he gets the guitar, and then like everything crumbles on top of him. But then it all comes back together. It's such a good one.
Right.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll hurl. Like,
what more can you ask for?
Yo, extreme close up. Over to you, Adam.
The one I would like to recommend is a romantic comedy that I watched a long time ago when I was young, too young to be able to enjoy romantic comedies. But for some reason, I enjoyed this one. And it's called When Harry Met Sally with Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. There's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of talking in the movie. And it's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's good to practice listening, I guess, as well, and pick up some vocabulary, some new words. And it's also just heartwarming, you know, nice feel-good movie. So you can curl up with your best friend or watch by yourself, whichever one you like.
Curl up with yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to follow up with another romantic comedy. What do they call it? A rom-com nowadays?
Yeah.
This one, everyone, is called The Princess Bride. The Japanese title is Princess Bride Story. It's almost like a medieval tale. So there's some old English being used. There's some interesting accents that you can hear. Of course, everything's all in English.
Yeah.
There's action in it. There's romance. The guy's trying to rescue the girl. She's going to marry this bozo of a lord. This guy wants to steal her heart. Such a good one. Highly recommended.
So I'm going to give one that I seen a couple years ago, and I was impressed by how it made me feel. The movie is called Get Out. It's a kind of horror movie, and it's like, I guess the director was trying to depict something that reflects like America and how some people feel in America about certain things, but he didn't go directly at it, make it straightforward, but made it in a kind of twisty Alfred Hitchcock kind of feeling where you don't really know what's going to happen until the very end. And even when you think what's going to happen is going to happen, it doesn't happen the way it happened. So it's definitely one to watch, I think.
All right. So going back over to me, one that is kind of recent. I think it was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Everyone should go watch it. Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It is kind of a long movie. It is very, very deep. It talks about some real life issues that our Earth could possibly face. Father, daughter relationship. It's super sad, super intense, very deep movie that just really pulls on every kind of like emotion.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole movie, it is a very serious, suspenseful movie at times. And I think it's a really good one. There's some maybe technical words that are used that you could possibly pick up, some that you could learn that maybe is not so commonly used anywhere else.
Right.
So really, really fun stuff. And I think one of the best parts is the main actor, his character is very like American, like very straightforward, down to earth. No pun intended with that one. Oh, that was a good one though. Yeah, it was. How it's like he's very real how he speaks.
Yeah.
Right, where a lot of the other characters are kind of like very scientific, maybe robotic at times, and he's very like real.
He's like a family man. It seems like from the movie, it's like he's a dad. Basically. Yeah. First. Right. And you see that.
Yeah. The music,
yeah.
The score. Oh man, everything's just so good.
Yeah.
Watch Interstellar if you haven't yet.
Right. For sure.
All right, Adam, over to you. What you got? You got another one?
Yeah, I do. The one I have is called Her. The reason why I like this movie, of course, the story is pretty good, but it also kind of reflects on today's society and how we are connected with our smart devices. And in this movie, and the smart device that they use is not just one that you give commands to, like the ones we have this day and age. It's one that actually communicates with you. And, it's an AI kind of technology. So you feel the emotional attachment that the main character starts to have with his smart device. And he starts to fall in love with the smart device. And it kind of gets like really deep, and it makes me think about like what the future will hold for us humans. The pace is very calm. You get an attachment to this relationship, and it makes you feel weird because, of course, the person he's falling in love with is not a human. It's like an AI. It's a technology. It gives you a strange feeling.
Awesome. All right. So are we at the last one?
I think so.
This is the last one. This is number 10, everyone. 10th video, 10th movie you should go out and watch. Could possibly probably help you. All these videos are going to help you improve your English in some ways.
Yeah.
The last one I'm going to give you, everyone, is a cartoon.
Ooh.
It's a Disney cartoon.
Ooh.
Not a classic.
Okay.
But definitely my favorite from all the Disney movies. The title is The Sword in the Stone. This movie was made in the 60s, everybody.
Yes.
Super old, but still like one of my favorites. The story is of King Arthur when he was a young lad before he knew he was royalty and pulling the sword from a stone to crown him as king. I looked it up. The Japanese title is a little different. It is Osama no Tsurugi. It is such a good movie. There's a lot of singing involved. The animation's really fun. There's magic involved as well. Some of the words that are used are very fun. The Merlin, the magician, uses a lot of funny words, funny phrases. He has a bit of an accent. There's a hilarious owl in it. Oh man, there's a magic battle that happens. There's a dragon at one point.
Yeah.
It is such a good movie. And I think it's one that, a lot of people in Japan like Disney movies, but I think that one goes under the radar. Not many people know about it. Yeah. Check that one out. You'll be happy that you did.
For sure.
Man, I think that's it. That's the 10 movies, everyone.
Yeah.
So that's a huge list ranging from like action, there's comedies, some maybe some intense movies, cartoons, but overall, all these movies are in English. So no matter what, you're going to be learning something new. There's different stages and different ways that you could take and learn from these movies. You could say, example, watch it in English with Japanese subtitles.
Yeah.
So you understand the story. And then next time you watch it, you can take away the Japanese subtitles, put English subtitles, watch it like that. And then once you really know it and you know what happens, then take away the subtitles at all and just focus and immerse yourself in the movie and in the English. And I think that's a kind of a good like process you can take to help you learn some new stuff.
I think so too. I think that's a great way to improve your language ability by, watching movies, not just reading textbooks.
This is what we're about in MJ and Adam Show.
Oh, yeah.
Visually, learning through entertainment, through fun, because nobody likes to study. We know. Truth, nobody likes to study.
That's the truth.
All right, everyone. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. If you like it, hit that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to go above and beyond, you can become a member of the MJ and Adam Show YouTube channel where you can support us every month. Yep. You get some cool perks and benefits. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Me and Adam think all of you who are already supporting, you're the best.
We also got SNS. We got Instagram where we spend most of our time. And we're also hosting this Ego Everyday Challenge that everyone can join and post what they're doing in English. And since we're talking about movies today, hey, why don't you just watch some of those movies and post the movies and which one you like on the Ego Everyday Challenge. And just hashtag Ego every day.
That's it. All right, everyone. We'll see you on the next step.